Hi, my name is Damien Estrada. I'm the creative director of 1UP Studios.
My name is Ian. I am the director of post-production for 1UP Studios.
Michael Artris. I am a videographer here at 1UP.
Trace McNabb. I am an editor at 1UP Studios.
Gabriel Ruiz. I work for 1UP Studios. I do a little of everything. I shoot, I edit. Apparently those are called predators.
1UP Studios creates content in the esports space, anything from documentary content to scripted content to troll content to game show content to live production.
My preferred rig would probably have to be the Sony FS7. You can switch between 60 frames per second to 120 frames per second, all in 4K, really fast with the S&Q mode. I find myself shooting in a lot of situations where there's low light, and the FS7 outperforms any camera, in my opinion. It's a little bit heavier than most cameras, but I mean, if you're wanting to get a good workout, I'd say it's actually pretty good.
One of the problems in the space is that people aren't creative with their shots. So I like to use like a variety of lenses. It's not about the size of the lens, it's about how you use it. The first one that I want to talk about is the 70-200. Pretty much anyone that shoots anything will know that this is like one of the I must have in my kit go-to lenses because everything off it looks creamy and bokeh-y and beautiful.
I typically don't shoot. I'm stuck a lot in the editing chair, but when I do shoot, my favorite thing to use is the Sony a7S Mark II on the Glide Gear Geranos gimbal. I've been a gimbal fanboy for a while just because it makes your footage look insanely smooth, and when you couple that with like in-body stabilization in camera and in a lens plus a gimbal, it's just like god tier smooth. It just gives it this look that like you can't achieve doing it handheld. I honestly feel like Glide Gear should be more well-known in the filmmaking community because they make a lot of really great products, really well-made, machined well, and they're pretty inexpensive. Our Dana Dolly is from there and our gimbal is from there, and they're both really awesome products that we use pretty much every single time we shoot. So the Sony a7S is my favorite camera because it is so small and compact.
Pretty small body, does 120 frames a second, continuous shooting. And I mean, the low light capabilities of this are just insane as long as you're shooting in the right profile. So I mean, like, I might just sell all the other cameras and get like 7 of these.
So we also have a drone here at 1UP. Unfortunately, I crashed it into a tree. Aerial cinematography is obviously something really great to incorporate, and if you can afford a drone and you don't live in Los Angeles where it's really actually difficult to fly a drone, I would 100% recommend at least going to try one out because it's kind of a game changer.
One of my favorite lenses that I've shot some of the coolest stuff on is the Sigma 50mm 1.4. Let me get that. This thing right there with the speed booster, it goes to like 1.0 or 1.2 or whatever the camera lets you. But that's like some creamy, shallow depth of field. If you don't nail your focus, you look like you're failing at your job lens.
Post-production is an interesting and unique form of filmmaking. It's one of the few crafts that is very mechanical and very artistic as well. Once the footage gets to the editor has the ability to decide where the story goes and how it takes place and how it occurs. That's my favorite part about editing, is that it has the combination of both the mechanical side of things and the artistic side of things, and which I love both.
One of my favorite events that we've attended as 1UP Studios would have to be the Columbus Major. The first North American major for Counter-Strike Global Offensive, and we were the team responsible around creating the media for that event. We create content to make the rest of the tournament engaging and to fill in the time between games where you don't want your audience to be bored. It was just a 48 to 72 hour insane filming, editing fest, and just, you have to have the best team in order to execute on an event like that. But overall, at the end of the day, it's just a lot of fun.
All right, guys, thanks for stopping by to check out a behind-the-scenes gear tour of 1UP Studios. Make sure you check the video description below to check out our Showreel. You can also go to the Team Liquid YouTube channel and see all the fun stuff that we've edited for them. Make sure that you subscribe to the 1UP channel to stay up to date on everything that we're doing here, and we'll catch you later.
Every single employee here at 1UP Studios is really active on Twitter, so I recommend you follow us as well.